And we're live. Happy Friday, everybody. We're back for week 3 of the Scale Science podcast. I'm your host, Jordan.
I'm Matt.
I'm Elliot.
That's Ruben and Andy. I'm Brandon.
I'm Ruben. What's up?
I'm Mike.
Yeah.
Guys, our special guest tonight is Mike. He's coming to you all live from Las Vegas. Mike, what's going on, man? Thanks for coming on the podcast tonight. If you would, go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody.
All right, guys. Mike, I'm from Vegas, representing the Vegas RC Drift Society and Slide Lines RC. It's our local track. Started RCing many years ago. Started doing the drifting with the all-wheel drive with the RS4s, and then my last all-wheel drive car was my RS4 Drift 3, which was a nitro car. I had a lot of fun with that. I started doing the rear-wheel drive drifting when I started getting into looking it up, and then just trying to see what it was. And then I found a little group in a little local Vegas group that did RC drifting. And so from there, I wanted to get into it. So I looked up, did research, got the RMX. That was my first rear-wheel drive drifter. But I didn't want to do this by myself, so I started.
Oh, we're losing audio with Mike.
He's muted.
He's muted.
Hey, Mike, if you can hear us out there, your mic is muted, sir. Sorry about that, folks.
A word from our sponsors.
Am I back?
Yeah, there we go.
Yes.
See? Hear that? That's crickets, ladies and gentlemen. We need somebody.
Bunch of rookies. Nah.
You ain't lying.
Well, like I was saying, I started making the weekly meets with the group, and slowly and surely it just started growing from there. Before they were just having like little private sessions and stuff, and just started growing the group with my weekly meets, and it just kept growing. And from there, we started doing little sessions with Super G, with Joey and Steve, and then they would come over and do car shows and stuff, and we would do demos and car shows. We would hold our meets.
We lost Mike again. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. We lost Mike again real quick. We're going to jump in real quick just to sponsor of this week's show. I want to give a shout out to Sid with RC Basement. Thank you so much for supporting the show, sir, and we appreciate it. He is local to Colorado, but sells all over the continental United States. If you haven't checked out his show on Facebook, he does live sales shows all week long. Check out RC Basement on Facebook. Thanks again, Sid.
Right on, Sid.
Right on, Sid.
What? Oh, hey, Mike.
Hey, hi, guys.
Welcome back.
As we've said many times before, ladies and gentlemen, we are new to this, so please bear with some of our technical difficulties, but we will get through it.
Last night.
It worked fine last night. That's right, man. I don't know what's going on.
Yep.
All right, so we got some comments coming in. Dave Meitzner, what's up, man? We're gonna get the show rolling for you. Matt, thanks for jumping on comments, hanging out with everyone. Marcus, what's going on, bro? All right, so let's start with the typical format tonight, guys. Go with the news.
Tonight.
First thing up in the news tonight. The LF5 prototypes from DS Racing. Super G provided this awesome little write-up that I got to read and really enjoyed it. Show you guys here.
Nice. Yeah, I love their write-ups. The write-ups are great.
Just love that scale tread on those tires looks nice. The LF5 offering is going to be the hardest compound that they've released so far. So
Definitely anxious to jump on that for the car.
So like some D4 tires are not that hard.
you know, without putting some on my car, I can't say. I've never had one. So
What are they saying they are as far as though? Like, what are they comparing them to? 'Cause I know I have the LF4s on mine. I've liked them so far.
So
well, I
the
mean,
car-
Super G's doing theirs on concrete, polished concrete.
I have those. I'm currently running the LF4s on the front of my car here in my garage. So it's held up pretty good. Gives me good grip up front. I've thrown them on the rear. I probably should after I wear down these silver dots. But we'll figure it out when it gets to it.
Yeah.
I want those though. Those look nice. I like the treads.
Yeah, those are nice.
Definitely going to have to check them out. If anyone is looking to pick up a set, Super G has them in stock, I believe. Of course, this isn't going to work now. Let's.
Ruh-roh.
Technical difficulties. There we go. Selection in there.
I've played a little bit with the LF3s, but only up front. I didn't do them in the rear, so I couldn't tell much about that much.
I know the LF.
Brian Walker, what's up, bud? Good to hear you, man. Thanks for joining in with us.
On carpet, the LF4 maybe mine is similar to like oil dots once they heat up. It's really drinky. I can't wait to see what LF5 is like. Hopefully it's harder. Maybe it'll be like a silver dot, I hope. Or silver or like
Yeah.
no dot.
I would definitely love for them to be, a silver, maybe even one harder than a silver, just with the little bit of tread. I wonder if you could get a little extra from them being harder. I dig it. Go to our next little bit of news here tonight. Want to give a shout out to another podcast out there doing awesome things, the Pace Podcast from YouTube. These guys have a super chill vibe. Have any of you guys got to check this out yet?
I haven't.
I haven't personally.
I've watched them. I watched their last episode. It was pretty cool, pretty chill.
At risk of sending anyone anywhere else, they're giving people shout outs on their builds and talking new parts and stuff too. So I think for all you drifters out there, it's another great resource that comes out middle of the week. So I'd say props to Pace and keep up the good work, guys.
Yeah, you can see you.
All right, and in our last little bit of news tonight, Wrap Up Next announces the Nervous R.
Richard.
Looking nice.
Whoa.
I really dig it.
What scale is this guy?
There's a 10.
Okay.
10 skill.
Full size.
I
Man,
like
let's
the
hear
look
some
of it.
comments from the fans on this. What does everyone think on this chassis? What's your initial thoughts?
What do you think, Mike?
Well, I feel like the back of it The original Nervous had a inversion kit for the DP with the high motor mount. It's just like that, but it was forward more, like more over the battery. So I guess in this version they made it back more like an RR setup almost. Pretty cool.
You gonna try to get your hands on one or not?
Oh, I was looking at this thing wrong.
You were thinking that was front?
Yeah, I was thinking the motor was in the front. Okay, that's a lot different. All right.
And so, Mike,
here's-
what is your opinion on that? You know, the parallel motor compared to the perpendicular motor that you see with the other chassis out.
I feel like in that layout you probably get more roll.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
The body roll.
Like, yeah, if the motor was sitting sideways, you only get like that. Just the way that motor, the shape is. But I feel like when it's longitudinal like that, like it could provide a lot more roll, I would think. That's why they do that, you know?
Yeah. I just think about the torque roll that you get on the crawlers and see if, you know, that may be a benefit on one side, but maybe not on another side.
Right.
But
And plus, it's more centered. If you like when the motor is sideways, sometimes more of the motor hangs on one side of the chassis, the
yeah,
other, so it's more centered that way.
I couldn't hear.
But I like it though. I think it looks really cool. My friend has a Nervous with that motor mount, but like I said, it's forward
If
more.
you can hear me, can you put 3 fingers up? Okay. We're
Worth
doing
it.
a mic check 'cause I can't hear somebody again.
Oh no.
Can you hear
It's
me?
completely silent for the last like 3 or 4 minutes.
Uh-oh.
I can hear you guys.
Sorry if I'm rudely interrupting you again. I apologize. This is a bad habit of mine, and I gotta work on it. I apologize.
Oh,
No, crazy.
I think we're forever going to be plagued by little bugs happening. Sorry, guys.
They
Moving on
want us
mute.
to pay for it.
It's just our
All
luck.
our low budget pieces.
Sponsor our show. Help us get a bigger budget. Make it good for everyone. Make our podcast great.
I'm throwing some things together. Hopefully I'll have it ready for next week.
Hey, I like the sounds of that.
Just that's all I'm saying.
Standing Jesus in the points.
So what about this on the complete opposite side of the spectrum, brand wise? Like I believe this is MST.
That's the beast mode.
Oh yeah, that's that guy's chassis.
Yeah. That's that beast mode with
So
that
if I
extra-
remember right, yeah, Richard Young Looney, what's up, dude? Thanks for sharing all that information with me.
I got that on deck, Jordan.
Awesome. Let me bring that up for you guys. So basically, remove the chassis brace, and you can see some slight flex right in the middle.
Yep.
And the damper is kind of like flexing and keeping the angle of the drivetrain like more optimal.
Oh.
That's the
He
FMX.
sent me like a super long paragraph that I couldn't forward to you, where he explained why exactly he had to do that, and it's pretty dope, the whole process of it. And he was still actually in the process of like testing it out, and he said it was giving him a lot of grip. Like, what was it, the FMX Beast Mode chassis, I believe, or something like that?
Yeah.
Something really crazy. And he had to do that because he actually lost the braces, or he got rid of them with another chassis, so that's why he had to end up doing that, if I remember right.
I'm wondering if he's playing with any simulations in a modeling program, because you can set this up. Yeah, like you can set it up where he could set the chassis plate to the carbon dimensions, and then he could put lateral forces to see how much it flexed. And so then he could see like where the best placement for the suspension would be, which is cool.
I asked him. He'll be on the show. He'll definitely answer some questions. If you're not already watching us and in the comments, answering something for us, Richard, we'll definitely want to get you on the show. Jordan's down, so we'll be in touch for a future show for sure.
Definitely. I want to see it in action. I want to see videos of it sliding and stuff.
Yo, what is?
Oh yeah, he has some super dope videos. If someone can go to the 420 Drift Team, that's where he's posting everything. That's where he's. Yep, there you go.
Yeah. All his beast mode conversions and everything.
Oh, 1 second. That is very loud.
Have you guys ever seen a beast mode conversion in person?
No.
Yeah, I seen one. A couple guys from Arizona brought one over. It was pretty cool. It feels bulky.
What was the base platform of the beast mode that they did?
It was the RMX.
It's the FMX.
This one is the FMX, right?
Yeah. What the beast mode kit came from, I wouldn't be able to tell you. I mean, I have the whole message, and I can't get to it without exiting from the stream and ruining a good time. But we'll be on the show. He'll answer everything, which is pretty dope. See, what are they recording with all this? It looks so dope.
Right?
That's what I figure out.
FPV.
Are these all like
probably
GoPro footage?
I think it's FPV cameras.
That one is?
I'm thinking FPV. Matt, does it say in the description of the video?
It doesn't.
Maybe Richard could jump on and help us answer that question either tonight or on a future show.
Right, that would be dope. Those angles.
I love that. That close to the wall right there is killer.
I like the little area they're sliding in too. Like that's what's up. I don't know where it's at, but it looks tight.
Yeah, you can actually keep a session to the side
It looks
of the
like
body.
an alley, like a morgue connecting all kinds of like buildings underground or something.
Right? Oh, man.
Right.
Comment from Ken Diablo Sweet. Setup seems like a perfect left to right weight distribution depending on the ESP receiver layout. Yeah, man, I'd have to agree. Marcus says, crazy looking rear end. You're not wrong, man. That it is pretty wild, but I guess if it works, it works, right? Awesome, Matt. Thanks for showing that. Hey, real quick, I want to give a shout out to Marcus holding down our live lobby in FR Legends tonight. Marcus, thank you, sir. You're a savior, and if you are out there playing some FR Legends, giving us a listen, jump in the lobby and have some fun.
I will say those are some good looking cars.
Oh yeah.
No doubt.
That background.
Right?
Are those
Right.
RC?
Yeah.
It's a low
Yeah.
one and an 8.6.
See, I always see all these really dope, like full, like what is that livery? Right? That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks so dope, but I can't commit to doing it because I don't want to ruin it. Those almost
Same.
sweet look. They
Same.
look hard, but don't
What
know,
about-
so I mess with them.
What about doing one with a sticker set or something, Ruben? Would that make you feel more confident?
Well, see, that's what happened with the shark car. Remember, I don't know if I didn't adhere them right or something, but they're just like coming off, like splitting, lifting, and I don't know.
Oh, no.
I just them. They look good,
I guess.
but they're not on there right.
Right.
Yeah. Right on. All right, guys. Let's jump into some of our featured content for the evening.
This is the part I've been hyped for. Really hyped for.
Uh-oh.
This FC is super sexy, dude.
That wing.
Wang
It's all
gang.
about that wing.
The- and Wang gang.
All about
One.
See, I'm all hot hatchback, so it's sort of hard putting a wing on a hot hatchback.
Cassie mount.
I don't know where to start, man. I love the color combos. I love the placement of all the decals on it. The wing is just perfectly obnoxiously tall.
It's substantial.
You're not missing any clipping points with that thing.
No.
Nope.
Hung up.
Sweet build. This guy's
So-
page is awesome. If you're on Instagram, jump on moritaka.mu.
I like that garage background.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Makes it look too scale, too real.
I wonder if that's one of the new metal chests that they're selling everywhere.
It looks really
That like everything works and it opens up.
Yeah, we got one of those at our track. Pretty cool.
That's what's up.
They have wheels and the rollers,
Yeah.
the drawers open. I was like, what is this?
That's cool, man. All right, second shout out tonight is going to D33 sub for this build, if it will ever load.
Dun, dun, dun.
Cue the Jeopardy song. Let's try
It's
a
the
reload.
interwebs.
There we go. So he actually filled the body with manga comics
Sick.
instead of
That's
paint.
rad. Randall, you've done
pretty
something
cool.
like that before, right?
I've done a couple, yeah. But not the whole body like that. That's what's up. I've just done the fender and the hood. I've done the fender of an 8.6 and the hood of a 180, but I've never done the whole body like that. That's what's up.
Hey, Jordan, slide
Do you
through
know-
those.
Do you know what kind of stuff he's using?
Yeah, he used Gorilla Glue, but I use a Lexan Picture Glue.
Ah, okay.
This guy used a Gorilla Glue that's supposed to be high flex. So, I mean, it looks good. I've never used it. I don't know nothing about it, but I know there's specific Lexan Picture Glue for it.
Are those taillights also drawn?
I think they're
I
stickers.
think it's just
no,
the
I mean
stickers
like
from
they
the
look like they're comic book, like Initial D. Look at it. They look
Oh,
like
yeah.
they're on there.
Oh, that's what's
Yeah,
up.
that's true actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he did that just to match the rest of the car. Looked like a whole manga taillight.
Right? Maybe he
Oh, yeah.
printed those.
Yeah, those
That's
are
badass.
Sick. Definitely giving it. Definitely giving it.
Man, super cool. Gives me some ideas, man. I wanna try this out with some stuff. This would be a super cool medium to open countless doors.
Oh, is that stuff?
Oh yeah, I dig it.
Lexan
Oh,
Picture
let me show you guys this up close a little bit. So, Randall, can you tell us what this is?
It's a Lexan, literally called Lexan Picture Glue. And like you just shake well, trim out a little piece of something that you want put on there. Be like a little image, like just throw this witch or something, the witch and the black cat. Throw them on a. My bad.
Man, he gonna turn this into a tutorial real quick.
Yeah.
Love it.
You would brush it in. You would brush it in all in here. You would brush it down, lay it down first. Then you slap the picture on, and then you hit it with another layer, and then you let it sit overnight, and then you just come back and paint over it. It dries
Oh, so
clear,
you-
and flexible like Lexan.
So you can paint over it and it won't bleed through.
Right.
Yeah, no, it'll like put the super
Seal it.
layer over the
Nice.
back, like nice film over the back of it.
That's good.
Like when you paint it, it's just like painting over Lexan. It's pretty nice.
Cool.
So it's like a acrylic medium you'd use on a canvas almost.
Yeah, kind of like
So you
Hodge
can-
a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Like almost Mod Podge, but an acrylic plastic base. That's rad.
Hmm.
I like it.
Shout out to this guy, man. Really cool build. If I remember correctly, he is also a local in Colorado. So come down to Scale Science, man. I want to see it in person.
It's original for sure.
Yeah,
Definitely.
love it. Looks
All right,
great.
guys. Our next shout out tonight is Kenny Diablo. Ken Diablo Customs.
Man, what is that?
I'm pretty sure this is a crawler body.
The GMC top kick.
That thing
kick,
would look. That thing would look dope just pulling a trailer, you know?
Right.
Oh, yeah. It's massive. So I'm interested to see what he comes up with as far as the chassis is concerned.
Yeah, because I have one of the 275 extensions on my RMX, and that's going to be even longer. So it's going to be super stable.
Yeah, definitely. It's wild and different, but I don't know. I kind of like it myself. It's pretty unique. Another one of those unique builds. And Kenny, also want to give him a shout out for using our Scale Science PC hashtag. That's how we found the photo. So if you want to get featured on next week's show, use the hashtag. Help us find you.
I feel like that thing needs 6 wheels.
And he said local track. I wonder if he's been down to the track before and we just don't know. If so,
No,
we're
he
sorry,
has.
dude.
He has. He actually shout out to another local hobby shop, Hobby Town. He works there, and him and a friend came down to the track and loved it, and they're coming back to start drifting. So his photo specifically, though, kind of gives me this how many of you guys have ever built a body around a specific part? Like, it looks like he got some wheels, and he's like, I'm doing a top kick.
Oh, so I think he printed those wheels.
Yeah?
So I was actually scrolling through his Instagram page. He's got some 3D printed wheels that are very similar.
Okay. So yeah, if you 3D printed those, that's pretty cool, because those are some tough looking big rig wheels right there.
Nice,
right?
See if I can get a little closer for us.
All right, imagine if he does dualies in the back. That'll be super sick.
Right?
So
Gnarly.
this guy waits till the podcast.
Definitely wild. Good job, Kenny, man. Looks awesome. All right, guys, and our last shout out tonight is to RevX Customs.
Yep. That's that Reliant. What the heck is that thing
Reliant
called?
Robin?
Yeah, Reliant. Yeah, this is a crazy original build, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Super original.
I mean, just the thought behind everything it shows, a completely different take on something.
Yeah.
Not only making a trike, but then definitely completely rethinking the way a trike would be built and designed to perform. Looks like it slides pretty good on his videos that I watched.
Yeah. It's decent. He uses that solid rear right now.
Yeah. It's got a
crawler.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure which one, but it's got a crawler-looking rear end solid axle in the back. It's another cool concept using laddered link bars and whatnot. I think bringing some of that technology to a scale drag racing platform would be too cool.
That'd be what's up.
Yep.
Does he run a body or anything on that?
Say that again?
Does he run a body on that?
Yeah,
that's actually, we were talking about it last night.
He has like a 3D printed body for it.
Yep.
It's the Reliant Robin, I think.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. But it's only in one body.
Yeah.
That's the body.
Yeah. It's like a little suicide
That's
car.
Awesome.
Have you seen the top gear of that? Yes, this next picture. They
Yeah.
do the
Ooh,
top
that's
gear
pretty
on this.
sick, actually.
And he lifted like 18 times or something like that. And like he would get out of the car and like he'd have people like help him tip it back up. Jeremy Clarkson fitting that thing. I don't know how.
Like when
It's like a
that with the head
Geo
out the window, like the blue one.
Yeah, that blue one looks like a Geo Metro with 3 wheels.
Right? Gosh, yeah, these are crazy. But this one,
Maybe I'll reach out to him this week and see if he could tell us what body he's planning on running. Honestly, I like that one, dude. That's pretty killer.
Yeah, right. Look at those little wheels in the back.
I mean, it's definitely got some sauce to it, man. I like the
It looks
style.
like a Colorado in the front.
Yeah,
right? That's what I
it's
was.
like
I was thinking the same.
I was thinking it looked like one of those little like old school Chrysler like teeny tiny hatchbacks.
Like
Oh,
the Shelby, the Omni.
13-inch wheels.
Yeah, yeah.
good
Look
old
at that big
motorcycle
old spoiler. I didn't even see the spoiler the first time.
Wang gang.
engine. Well, that's exactly how you do a wing on a hot hatchback.
Yep.
You guys ever watch these races? What is this, the Goodwood or whatever?
Yeah.
Where they just put random.
Festival of Speed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are cool to watch. See some
I
good-
always thought that it'd be rad to have some property up like a hill and build like a scale road and then do FPV hill climb races with RC cars.
That would be super.
I feel like we can take me out diabetes.
It would take a lot of work, but oh man, would it be rad.
I know I'm not the only one waiting for him to flip it.
No.
Right?
I'm
waiting.
Working over here, huh? My phone went down.
Right? And like if you crash, you like tumble down the hillside. Like
It went down 1%.
No, I don't want to crash, man. Y'all
It's crazy because that front end looks like it's just floating, you know?
Yeah. That thing is so slammed too.
It actually looks like it handles pretty dang good for how fast it's going.
Right?
I'd be
Or-
so
Is there
scared.
audio on it or nah?
There is audio.
I'd be so scared.
Let me.
Like I'd almost want to make it like electronic steering so you could put a delay in it so you didn't just like tip it over.
Right. Let me switch to my speakers.
Don't kill us, please. Sorry, headphone users.
Sorry, guys.
Weed whacker in there.
He put a CBR engine in it, so it's rocking a motorcycle.
Sound, but damn, my bad. I'm sorry.
So he's rocking 12,000 RPM in a motorcycle engine. So it's like the Hayabusa motors in the smart cars.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid power in a car. You
No,
can
no torque, all horsepower.
Dang.
Did the hood pop?
No.
It's just
No,
a
it's
weird
like a vent.
Oh,
open hood almost.
Yeah, that's cool. All right.
all right.
Moving on tonight. Take our little intermission. Remind you guys that tonight's episode is brought to you by RC Basement.
What up, Sid?
All right, guys. And remember, for your chance to be featured on next week's show, use the hashtag ScaleSciencePC on Facebook and Instagram so we can find your photos.
So
Scale Science PC. Scale Science PC. I don't have nothing else for that, but I mean, songs help people remember. So you know.
Like your whole screen is just gonna be.
Just a reminder, too, guys. Our FR Legends live lobby code is SS2020. Get online, play in our live lobby, have some fun. FR Legends. You guys all play, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Y'all know I play.
I have it. I haven't played it.
I haven't played.
How about you, Mike?
I played a little bit. I have it on my phone. I just haven't gone too far on it yet.
I'm so glad that's only playing either with a sensor wire.
What you playing, Peekaboo, Matt?
I guess. I don't know. I had some technical
Sorry,
difficulties.
I looked at him and I didn't know if he was like, take me out the screen.
No, I was like, hi.
I'm mid-drink.
That awkward, like, who's he
Right.
talking to?
What?
All right, guys. Talking.
Arduino drift cars.
Our first topic tonight,
Those are cool.
Shred my tigers.
courtesy of Matt. Here's a video. Let me get rid of our big tag.
Oh, I love that thing. Dope. Did you see the little minivan that they put it on
So
that has
sick.
switches? It actually looks like it's a
Yeah.
live hydraulic.
I'll play that one too.
What?
Man, I think it's cool.
It
So
just
mad.
opens up like being able to control everything with a
Right.
little touch screen versus to an Arduino. I mean, you could write the script for it and literally be able to have it do everything with like a tablet control it.
Mm-hmm.
And that would just be super rad for super scale things.
This company, Superscale 2020, actually offers this as a kit that you can buy from them. I
I was
believe
surprised.
Put
it's
up the video of the van that has it, but like they have it set up as hydraulics. It's a black 18 van.
Yeah.
That thing, there you
Yes.
go. Boom. That is gangster. Same thing, right?
Yep. It's the same product.
just different settings.
Yep. You can literally make these things do whatever you want suspension wise. And like I just love how it bounces on the van.
Look at the little hop.
If any of the RC locals are watching, check this out, guys. Throw it on one of the whips. Scam.
Right?
Hey, have you shared this on the RC locals page, Randall?
Fire.
And who makes this again, Jordan?
They're
Super
called
scaled.
Superscale 2020. Their website for everyone is superscale2k20.com. I'll show it here. Look at this van pulling in the parking lot, though. I mean, come on now.
It kills me.
Hey,
So scale.
Is this 25th scale?
Yes.
Yes.
Randall. Marcus.
I mean, we're
Come
talking about
on.
something that's probably, what, 7 inches long, maybe? That's what she said.
Yeah.
Oh man, and this is
Nah.
this kit's only like $100.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
it's
like-
not bad, but like, what? I wonder. It tells us what we need to actually put it in. I just need to do more research. Instead of
Right,
asking
you
all
need
these silly
4
questions.
servos.
At least.
Right.
Yeah.
Here's what comes in their kit. We did the transfer for us in the States. It would be like around $80 and some change plus shipping. But it comes with your module, apparently all your wiring that you'll need, and then a way to adjust all of these parameters. I kind of just want to send them a car and have them do it for me.
right? It's not just having 4 servos. You got to be able to mount the wheels.
How well would this help us in the drift? Oh, he's talking.
No, I'm just saying, like, there's like
Sorry.
just 4 servos. You got to have like a way to mount the servos whether on the axle, mount the wheels to the servo, or it's just so weird. Like, I don't know how you do that.
So I think you can buy his car that
Yep.
he's built
Right.
for it, and you can 3D print that, and it
It like is
So-
designed for that to be put into it.
I have an image of well, he has a video of like the naked chassis too.
Let me get you in there, Matt. Hold on.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Randall, the glasses, I love them.
And when we have to zoom in on the screen, I need them. When we're doing real information like this, I need them.
that's why you see my forehead every once in a while, because I can't see the screen.
Right.
And I put an end to zoom face. I'll just put the zoom on my face.
Oh yeah. See, it looks like a aluminum chassis, but I mean the
think
car's pretty
think
big.
Oh,
printed because it's
it makes
within
so
those
much more
files.
sense now. That is so cool.
Can you imagine seeing that hit like at D-Light on one of the D-Light courses, or just somewhere with some like just
Oh,
on the
yeah.
track?
It needs like an old Volvo wagon body on it.
Right.
Just a boat with broken sway bars.
I mean, it doesn't get no boldier than like a 60s era USDM wagon, though. I mean, how much?
Mm-hmm.
That's
So, I
Ghostbusters
mean-
wagon.
it is.
You guys should check this out. Mike was sharing some videos with me this week, and one of them was setting this up without any Arduino. It would be literally just with a standard damper, just in a different configuration than usual. Give me 1 second to pull it up real quick.
Oh, is that my fantasy too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so with this, the Fantasy 2 has a single shock layout option in the rear, and I tried it, and it gave me that roll during drift.
You just lube the shaft, that's it, or just nothing at all? Nothing at all. How do you avoid friction?
This is another one. Thank you, Matt.
Yeah, buddy.
That's
Rad.
Dude, that thing was
But I feel
really
like
weird to drive.
That's got a lot of suspension movement in it, man. So tell us about that setup, Mike. Like, how did you achieve that?
So on the Fantasy 2, the rear end has a few shock options. So you could run like 3 shocks or even a single shock. And that's all
Okay.
that was, a single shock in the middle of the rear end. So I'm like running like some overdose shock right in the middle, and that's what it did. And it still drove. It just had that weird roll to it.
Yep. You almost had to counter like the pendulum effect. Like it
Yeah,
probably felt like
yeah,
that too.
You had to actually like use that roll to get into the drift, you know?
Yeah. So in your opinion, like on the
Actually,
trigger, did that make it feel heavy?
No, I mean, it felt like I had a little more grip in the rear, especially like side grip, I would say. Because it was like leaning right on that wheel, you know?
Yep.
So it just felt weird to drive, but it drove. I got some pretty good laps with it, you know. I think I drove like that for like one time.
Is this the
'Cause
setup that you had on it?
Yeah, see, it's just the one shock in the middle.
Whoa. So it sort of pivots then. Yeah?
Yeah, but see, on the Fantasy, it has that like a separate rear end, kind of like a solid axle almost, where it just kind of floats on its own. The whole rear end kind of floats, but it's separate from the actual chassis. So that shock sat on that, made that the whole car roll, but you could see the axles, the wheels sit still. They don't
How delayed is it?
turn, huh?
About 10 seconds.
I even did a 3-shock setup on there where like I had a middle shock and with spring with normal shocks with no springs. It was pretty, that was a pretty cool chassis actually. There's all kinds of different layouts, setups you can do on it.
So, Mike, could you clue? I'm gonna admit I'm a little clueless here myself. Who makes the Fantasy 2?
This guy, his name is Bao La,
Okay.
and yeah, he just makes it on his
So you can hear it on
at his
yours.
home or wherever he works at. He just makes them as you call him, and he makes them.
That's what's
Okay.
up.
He makes his own parts. So if you ever had like a part break, you gotta give him a call or message him, and he'll send you. You just buy everything from him straight out.
That's awesome. Does he provide? I mean, the entire chassis, or do you have to source other parts for it?
No, it's a complete chassis. The front end, the rear end. Since this was the second version, the Fantasy 2, and that's when you had that fancy front end. That's when that came out. The Fantasy 1, I actually only seen one in the States, and it's actually a rear motor setup. It's an RR conversion, but with a normal front end.
Oh, wow.
It wasn't until Fantasy 2. And then what's nice about that front end is guys are also using it on a Whitey too because it fits.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
It fits a Whitey. Basically, the Fantasy is kind of a base of a Whitey too. Like that transmission can fit on a Whitey too.
Okay.
And then the front end fits on a Whitey 2F, a regular Whitey 2. Yeah. Yeah, I got a couple guys in my club that have the front end on their Whitey 2. It's just a different way of tuning. It looks sick. It's a little different. There's a lot of adjustments, a lot of settings to deal with.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not something for the novice entry person to try and undertake.
Yeah, you got to have some experience with alignments and tuning to get into a Fantasy. There's cool stuff, but they have like great battery layouts, man. You can run the motor high, you can run the motor low, run the battery sideways, long ways. You even get the extra carbon decks to put the battery on top.
Okay.
Look like a shift mod. And everything. I when I had it, I did every layout on that car. There's
So this was
that other one.
This was another one that you shared with me.
Or should we not put evidence of let's not social distancing?
Yeah, so he has electronic suspension too.
Man, that's wild. I really want to feel one, like,
See what it
driving wise.
feels. Yeah.
Right?
Show how
But look
it's dry.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. That's what it's like. I want to see the driving.
A minute ago. We'll pull that up later.
Which one?
What's that?
The video of the MX-5. There was good pictures of that one sliding.
Yeah, I got that one up.
Yep.
You want me to pull that one up?
Well, I don't know. Let's see. I don't know. Is he on a slide? Nah.
I think there was a second video to this one, but I don't think it'll pull up automatically.
No, it's not.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah, well, with that setup, it had the same exact roll that I was getting on the Fantasy.
Yeah.
Roll inside the drifts. It looks so like real,
Yeah.
like stock suspension.
So, do you know if this guy's using like a airplane gyro for like the pitch and yaw, and so like do tilt and everything?
That setup almost feels like it's the same kind of setup with the station wagon.
Yep.
Like it used to move when you rock the car.
I think it forces it to roll.
Could be, yeah.
and it's just flat.
Just see, like this video on this MX-5, it shows how its system works a little bit.
Okay.
That looks like an M chassis.
Yeah,
It is, I think.
Little MX-5.
But it rips, man. I love that body roll that it's got.
That looks like it came straight out of the showroom.
Right? This is an older video. This is 2017, so 3 years
Yeah,
since this came out.
4
We
servos.
just not discovering this stuff.
Right?
Yeah.
So mad.
Yeah. And I don't know. It's funny too. It's maybe they're a little ahead of their time or whatnot. Yeah, the headlights are killer.
It's so cool.
I like
a little bobblehead.
Yeah.
You're down.
And he's got a monoshock up front.
Yeah.
And then the servo system.
So I wonder if the servo system helps kick it over, and the front can just do it with the mono.
Right. It's one servo in the rear, it seems.
Yeah, my bad. I thought I had that 4 servo. That's something else I'm picking up. The dude with the bags.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that looks like it's off a gyro.
What's going on, Merv?
That's real sick.
Yeah, servo up front, a servo in the back, and then it throws it like that. But it doesn't give you that Adreno motion though. But I mean, it gives you some pitch and roll in the corner, which is really sick. Yeah, that body roll.
Steven!
Man.
Yes.
I love seeing how it slides. It looks really stable.
I'm like,
could be a good driver too, but
heavy.
Yeah. Because I know my chassis that I've had that do have a significant amount of body roll like that, they definitely feel heavy on hand. Like you have to, like we were talking about a second ago, you have to kind of ride out that pendulum effect that the car feels like it has. And I find I use a lot more e-brake and throttle weight drift than with other cars that I might just be able to get into drift on nothing but throttle.
So this is just a body roll setup, right? And not. Could it give you height adjustability too?
Yeah, I think the fan was like that. It would just be about where you kind of capture zero on the servo setting.
Okay.
But I think it would only be one side because this rear is almost like a cantilever suspension setup.
Kind of locks it, like one goes up, one goes down.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But does he have a servo on the front of the car?
And
to make it roll? No.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, the servo sitting in the front. It's like right up front.
So is he forcing the front shocks to roll too?
No.
The servo?
No.
I think the front shock. Yo.
Can you go back to the beginning of the video when they're looking at the chassis? Yeah. Pause it when they get on the front.
Yeah.
So belt driven.
You son of a gun.
Back there. That's cool.
All right.
Right there.
So the servo turns the wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but when he's wobbling it, you can see that there's something moving the actual monoshock arms.
Yeah, he showed it.
That's because it's a cantilever.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's reacting from the rear one though.
Oh.
I was just like how he
See if
that's the rear.
That's the rear.
Yep.
the rear.
Okay. Yeah.
That's so cool.
And so you just have a dual cantilever.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think it's just because of the monoshock that you can do that roll.
You get it in the front.
Yeah.
It'll mimic it.
The front roll.
That's cool though. I guess that saves you half as much money on the servos.
Right? Ooh.
I want that R31 body, by the way.
Yep.
Couldn't agree more, Merv. It is super sick, man.
Who? No, nobody. Not Merv Jones. That's okay.
Took me a second. I'm a little slow tonight.
Yeah, I think overall.
How's everyone doing out there? Are we all hanging in? Good to see you guys tonight. Happy Friday.
Hope everyone took advantage of the weather before it gets crappy again.
That's supposed to happen.
Yeah, at least it is in Aurora.
I knew it was
I had
too good of a day.
I had a thunderstorm up in the mountains today. It was beautiful. It's like sitting at my computer working, and I'm like, what is that sound? Oh my gosh, we're having a thunderstorm.
Sound of beauty happening.
Right? Make it boom.
Yas.
You're right.
Butterfly look like a bird.
Fans, what's your guys' thoughts on Arduino cars as far as, do you think this is something that's going to take hold in the, scale world, or is this going to be kind of just a little fad that existed?
Jordan, I'm sorry. I was just spaced out a little bit. Can you ask that one again?
Do you think these cars are going to be a fad? Do you think this technology is going to be a fad as far as, being on scale cars, or is this something that's going to kind of take over and become, more relevant, more prevalent?
I think there's a fine line between the guys that are going to want it for scale and the guys that are in it for competition.
Yeah.
So, it's that 50-50. I mean, a lot of us, I think we totally would dig it just for the scale aspect of the stuff that it bring to our part, scale science and all. But I don't know. I don't want to say that we're not competition drivers, but we're not definitely out there doing crazy, going full edge because, the comps that we have on our track, we're holding it down pretty cool. But, yeah, that's where I stand with that at least. Don't listen to me. Sorry, ladies.
I mean, it's sort of like in the crawler, the hydraulic suspension came out on the 1-to-1 crawlers, and everybody's like, is this going to be the new technology? And I could see that happening in a 1-to-1 crawling scene, but that's a lot of technology just throw in a smaller car, and it starts to limit the amount of scale that you're able to do. And so you're sort of giving, and it's the give and take of, is this scale and going to improve my driving, or is this scale and going to be hurting my driving? And it's sort of more for just that showpiece. But I can see it going either way.
About that, Mike. What's your take on this?
Showpieces, for sure. I mean, like he was talking about in competition wise, that's extra servos, extra weight, extra modules to throw in your chassis. That's extra wiring that you got to stuff in underneath the body, and it could throw a really set up competition chassis off.
Right.
As far as probably for crawling or even just something to throw together with a really dope body, it would be really cool to do. But as far as mainstream, I think it's just for those who know how to do it, those DIY guys that want to try it, I think that's going to appeal more to those guys like me, or you guys.
Yeah, definitely. If I could do a quick sidebar real quick for you, at your track that you're talking about, what track is that?
Slide lines?
Slide lines, right? In Vegas. How often are you guys participating in competitions?
Well, we were having our own competitions every couple months, but we're mostly just a chill group, just hanging out. We were part of the Super G Super Drift series. We had our round one where the Super G crew and GCP and Sky Hunter a lot of guys from those tracks came into our town. It was also our 1 year anniversary.
Here you
for our
could
track,
make
so
nothing even
it was
happen.
pretty cool. It was pretty cool. You know,
Oh,
we
yeah.
were supposed to have our round 2, but this all happened. So we'll see where that
Yeah.
goes.
Definitely. Yeah, we're hosting competitions here at our track. We try to do them. What do you think, guys? Like at least once a month or so, once every other month.
Yeah.
They're a
Every
lot of
other
fun.
at most. Or at
Only
least.
recently have we started trying to officially start up the tandem. That one's been hard to judge and to, I don't know, I guess without educating all of us. So we kind of sat down and watched FD one night at the track for like 5 straight hours. It's like, oh, all right.
Definitely been fun.
Judging any kind of comp is tough.
Right.
Yeah.
Tandem, singles, even qualifying is tough to judge.
It is.
just-
It is.
A judge in general, it's tough, and you may get hate afterwards for a call that you thought one guy got it, but others think he got it.
I heard
So
that.
it's a tough job for sure.
I know because of that, one of our popular competitions that we ran for a long time was a clipping points competition. And in the clipping points, it kind of took the guessing away from it. It was, oh, you visually hit 2 points, you got 2 points.
Nice.
We did kind of argue about what was a wall tap and what was acceptable. And it was like, you touch the wall at all, you're done. So it was just like, no. But maybe, in my opinion, like get the opinions out of it. But it only goes so far. I mean, the thing I did also like about that competition is it really was like you versus the track, not another person or anything else. So when you would mess up, you didn't really have anything else to blame besides you not doing good. And if you did well, same thing. Pat yourself on the back, did a good job.
I really like how Super G does their comps because they have a replay system.
Yeah.
It's like if you didn't like the call, the judges just pull up the replay and tell you what they saw, and the camera doesn't lie because they can zoom into that point where your wheel crossed the line or you touched that dude's bumper, and threw him off, and you say you didn't. We just pull up the footage,
Yep.
and it makes judging a little easier. Takes a lot of the weight off your shoulder if you just show the footage.
Yep.
Let me see.
What we saw, And sometimes when you're judging, one judge can see something on one end of the track, and then the other judge could have saw something different. And that's when that camera replay just shows that part. And he's like, oh, okay, yeah, I didn't see that. So he did hit him.
Yep.
I think that'd be something really cool to start seeing in other tracks, for comps and stuff when they start getting serious.
Yep.
Competitions.
Security cameras, but
Yeah, it's just like security cameras just get up over the track, So it's pretty cool.
We have some local, but we've been struggling to get them to work right. Streaming them to the computers none of us seem to have, and just making it work. But I know it's possible. We'll get it running one of these days. Right on. Sorry, guys. Give a late re-shout out to D33 Sub. Sorry, missed your shout out, man. Rewatch the show. It's available on YouTube right after we're done. Great job on your body again. Yeah, guys. I mean, as far as these cars are concerned, I'm interested. I kind of want to hit up Super Scale 2020 and get a kit or two and see if we could try to rig it up to something, man.
Yeah, I wish.
I'm down for the lowrider one. That's what I need in my life for sure. Be so gangster. You guys can 3D print it, right? I'll get the first prototype, please, and thank you.
I love it. All right. So we are going to move into our next topic tonight, gentlemen, which is going to be building your very own scale track. Whoop. So this is
Oh,
a photo from Mike of a track that he would set up at like a local hockey court, skate park area.
Wow, that's freaking awesome, Mike.
yeah, that's that garden edging. It's pretty
Yep.
popular to use.
Yep, I
Super
just
easy
picked
to
all
use.
that up for my home track, so I love it for sure.
Yeah,
It's,
Ruben's kind of our at-home track local guru, along with Randall. Andy's got a nice little track going too.
okay.
Yeah, buddy.
Cool stuff, man.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do have some slaps. We'll get you some next time you come down to the track. Nice laps, boys. Glad to see you guys getting some laps in, man. I miss it. So let's talk about tracks, though. With COVID going around, lots of people are stuck inside, but I know we're all getting the itch to drift. What do you need? What could you salvage or use from around your house, or very cheaply get from an Amazon or Home Depot purchase?
If you have kids, they are the best. Recycled dollhouses.
Yeah,
Had the best props.
for sure. Ruben,
Yes.
is your track on YouTube?
No, I probably should put it on there, but no,
Oh.
it's not.
Well, D33 sub said that he thought he saw something like it, but I guess not. That's cool. I thought it was quite new.
So this is some outdoor carpet from Home Depot that we started our track with. I think the carpet itself now is 6, maybe 7 years old total. Still holding up pretty good, to be completely honest, given it is indoors. But for the price, you cannot beat it. You can lay out a pretty fat track for, less than $50 to $100. Glue it down, or leave it unraveled and take it with you. Go places with it. You can throw it down in a parking lot or whatever. Save the tires if you want.
Right? We did that one time with who was it?
RC Basement.
Freaking no, Colin.
Oh, yep.
Oh,
Whenever he
for his
graduated.
art show thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did a thesis project on drift cars,
Yeah.
so he had to do it for his project.
I'm the worst, dude.
Shout out to
group,
Colin.
A piece of paper.
Sorry, Mike, go ahead.
No, you get. Yeah, our group did like a group purchase together. We all like pitched in to get big rolls of that carpet. In case we had like car shows that we want to do a demo. And the ground isn't perfect. We throw out that carpet out there. But we always have it on deck if we ever need it. And it's cool when you got a group to help you buy it. It wasn't too bad. Maybe like $300-400 for like huge rolls. I mean,
Yeah.
I think they're like 40 feet and 45 foot, like 25 foot or something.
Okay.
Pretty big, pretty big area that you can make out of that carpet. It's great stuff, man. Keeps your car clean, keeps your tires clean.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
If you want to like put it in your garage or in your house if you don't want to mess up your floors or something, lay it out. And
This is some of the lawn edging.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 100 feet for $47, so that's not terrible. 50 cents a foot.
That's on Amazon. You might get it a little cheaper too. But that stuff is awesome though. Yeah, it's pretty popular. A lot of tracks use it.
That's the stuff.
We used it. Yep. We coated a lot of our like interior islands with that.
And they're great once you like paint them or wrap them with like yellow and red or bring some color to your track.
we do have some photos from Mike on some of that stuff. This isn't a great picture, but this is some PVC like lattice moldings that you can buy from Home Depot. One of our old track members, Ryan Walker, shout out to you, man. You showed me this trick. Would make scale highway barriers with some like big threaded bolts, and he would pop 2 holes and zip tie those to the bolts so it looked like a chain or a guardrail barrier on a highway.
Oh, okay.
And it's pretty cheap stuff for, I mean, 8 feet worth of it. You can make quite a bit of barriers and make them have at least a little protection for your cars on the cheap. This is like one that you did, Mike, with the tape, right? Just some safety tape on there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's great about that stuff is it gives. You know, when you hit into it, crash into it, you know, it's not
forgiving.
Car, yeah. You know, you're not gonna break an axle hitting that wall. You know, you're more than likely just gonna rip the tape off.
Pop over it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. One thing the first thing when I started doing the meets at the park is I had window blinds, the vertical blinds, because I changed out my blinds in the house, and I was like, I didn't want to throw that stuff away, so I wrapped it with red and white duct tape and put brads on it so then I can bend them and fold them up whenever I don't need them. You can make any shape. That's the stuff right there. Those window blinds. And they're curved.
Super cool idea.
Yeah, they're curved. They're not like completely flat. So
it's like a bumper almost barrier.
Yeah, it adds to a bumper, you know. And then you can like fold it up. Yeah, see how
nice pile.
A stack. It's like my portable track if I want to go to the park or something and just throw something down real quick or throw something.
Were they heavy enough where you weren't worried about them like blowing away?
No, I mean if it was really windy, yeah, they'll blow away. But you know, toss a little duct tape on there, it ain't going nowhere.
Right on.
Oh, we need those for our car shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking, man. We could add some serious next level details to turns and stuff and finally finish out some track.
And when you buy that in the vertical blinds at Home Depot, they're like $12 for like 20 of them or something like that.
Really?
They're not bad in price neither. Like if you wanted to buy them brand new. But
Okay.
I had them, so I didn't have to buy them. So those are great for me. I still use them.
Oh,
I still use them. All beat up, but it just took me a while to wrap them with duct tape, man. That was the
painstaking part, right?
You know, those are great though.
No doubt. Ruben,
Yo,
what else did you use to kind of build out your barriers that you have?
bang! I will flip the camera.
Ooh.
See it.
All right, let's see. So on these barriers here, all I used was bendy straws wrapped in foil tape, and then I had like this little garden fencing.
What is it?
Which part? The bendy straws?
Like cocktail straws.
Oh, nice. Straws. Gotcha.
And then it's just the garden
Genius.
fencing, and then I just hot glued it all along that garden edging, so it follows it all the way around. And it holds in with hot glue, which is pretty nice with the hot glue sticks. And then I have like little wooden dowels in there to give them a little bit more sturdiness. So for $2,
Nice.
$3 that I spent on them, I made a couple barriers that I have along the walls. And then the famous Dollar Tree special lights, pick them up for $1 and just light up just about anything.
Heck yes.
That's
That's some super budget track building right there, my friend. Yeah, look at that scale garage.
bling bling.
With the Q50
Sweet.
in it. Let me see. And then we got Andy's baller hauler in here.
Hey,
Yeah.
Ruben.
Yes, sir.
Ruben, go ahead and go show off that ceiling fan you got in there.
Oh, it's not plugged in right now, but
Bro.
see, there's the cable, and
It
it
works.
does work, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
Dude, it's so sick.
Nice.
But yeah, I made this whole track with about $45, and I think the garden edging was the most expensive part, but everything else, was just dollar odds and ends that I'd pick up. My little taco truck, or the taco truck over here, tofu over here, sushi, the little Coke vending machine.
Dustin up in there running.
What you make those out of? Amazon boxes?
I think it's like foam core.
Yep, the foam boards, the styrofoam foam boards, and then I just wrapped them with the foil just to give them that cool looking foil tops and all that. But there it is. I think in about 2 full days, I made this whole little track, and it's pretty pimp. I enjoy it. It's not as big as Scale Science, but it'll get us back now.
Right?
That's awesome, Ruben. Way to hang in there, bro. Creativity is awesome.
I gotta come slide.
Another kind of wall that I've seen guys use is at Home Depot. It's another garden edging, but it looks like a rock wall.
Oh yeah.
You see those?
Yep.
Yeah, those are pretty cool too. I always wanted to get those and then have somebody graffiti them.
Yep.
Spray some graffiti on them. They look all like.
Remember, I serves some of the Michigan Slide Syndicate guys. Shout out to them. I think they have a few of those barriers graffiti, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, they use them too.
At the bathroom, the girl
Like, we're talking about putting graffiti on something that's 2 inches tall, right?
Yeah. You never know, man.
Yeah, I just like to on the bottom on paper.
I mean, okay.
These ones aren't the right style, but they're probably about 4 inches tall, give or take.
Yeah, they're taller than the regular garden edging.
Oh, okay, cool.
They look like a almost like a brick wall almost, but they all connect and you can bend them to shape them any way you need to.
Yo, I just thought of something really cool. Getting out some graffiti out of like a comic, or when they do like that the Westward books here and they showcase graffiti. Put that on there with some Mod Podge.
Heck yeah.
That'd be super sick, yo.
Yeah, man.
Good thinking. I love that.
Yes.
That's a great idea, man.
It just adds that character and color to your track,
Right.
Yep.
Dang, I like that.
Marcus said an airbrush is just what you need.
Yep.
Or graffiti pens, marker paint pens too.
Right.
We tagged up.
I like this little chat feature.
Heck yeah.
I've seen
And
some cool ones like how about the ones at say like Super G? How are theirs done? Do you have any idea? Is it just a print?
I'm trying to think what they have a lot of the Tetogen stuff, the track bumpers.
Okay.
And they also have some like frame fencing like you guys have there. And then their bridge is looks like it's just wallpaper of like graffiti underneath the bridge. And I'm trying to think. They use artificial grass too. They got like a little heliport with a little helicopter there.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I like their setup. They have a lot of different things that they use. It's not like one universal thing that they use. It's like a really mixed. It looks like it's been collected over the years and just thrown onto the track.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like on their track. A lot of you could go there and get an idea. It's like, oh, okay. Like they have like shelves, right? Like say your shelf on my shelf on the wall here. They took all the parts off of them because they're like an automotive shop. They took all the parts off of them and then turned them into a garage, a parking garage,
What?
a scale
That's
parking.
cool.
They add the lines, they add the lighting on the shelf above it, and it looks you could fit all these cars in here and stacked up on the shelf and look like a parking garage.
That's
I
That's
cool.
love that.
amazing, man. I
One
love
of
that
the-
idea.
I want to use that on our truck one day, man.
No
All
doubt.
it is the shelf, and they painted the shelf black and add the lines, and there you go. Add some lighting. Have some door for like an elevator or whatever. Dude,
Okay.
An elevator.
like
An elevator wouldn't be too hard to whip up.
oh yeah.
All right, guys. Well, I think that'll wrap up our talk about building your own scale track. Same thing to you guys. Anyone out there that has a scale track or is building a scale track, tag us up, Scale Science PC hashtag, and let us showcase your track next week. And that is going to bring us to our next section, which is our 5-minute Instagram scroll. And ready, set, here we go.
Dang.
Oh, ay caramba.
That front end, man.
Yeah.
God.
See, so here's a perfect blend of everything we were just talking about. Cool cars and some graffiti.
Right?
Yep.
Oh, yup.
I mean, it's got hella arrow.
This is his
That's
new comp car.
that Hawaiian.
Yeah, I believe he is in Hawaii. Yep. Raymond Psycho,
Yeah.
if I'm saying that right. Sorry if I'm pushing your name, bro.
He was out here in Vegas for a few weeks. He's really cool, man. I love his body and chassis that he makes. Really
Definitely.
nice. That looks like some Time Attack front end right there, dude.
Right?
Yeah. All the little lips and stuff, man, and how
Really
big
cool.
everything is.
I like how he did
Freaking-
the hood. I like how
Yeah,
he did the hood. You notice like he pops it up
Pop
in the
it
back,
up.
like real drifters want to do sometimes. Dent it.
That's sweet.
That's different.
With the fan poking through.
Dang.
Windows down.
Little hat
Games. I'm loving it.
I like that side skirt right there with the fin.
Definitely.
It literally looks like he didn't even cut the Lexan that was connected to that body.
Right?
Yo, he pulls an Andy on
He
it.
just kind of like folded some of it and kept some of it on there. Didn't really cut the whole body out.
I've actually done just that for a body myself. Can't hate.
Yep.
I love it.
Hey, it works.
It works.
Oh,
Wow.
Is that Steyer?
yeah.
Is that a model or 3D?
I forget what scale this guy works in. Scratch building.
Man, I hate these people.
Can't use
I'm
those
just-
words, Matt.
Oh my
Look
I
at
god.
those
just had
springs.
something come across my Alibaba feed or AliExpress feed. There was like a 128 scale crawler, and it was all CNC'd hubs, like tiny, tiny stuff. I'm just like, man, I don't need more toys. The
This is
smaller they
super
get, the more
cool.
excited I get about it.
Right?
But boom.
I like that though.
Uh-oh.
Oh, don't.
Is that Adam LZ
Ooh.
burnout video?
What's
That
up,
is-
17 window?
Wait. That's not right.
Oh, yeah.
Little paint booth. That's what's up.
Ooh.
Okay, guy has a cool looking hobby ram.
Heck yeah.
Yo, shout out to our boy Dave, aka TikTok, aka the man under the rock.
Dave, you're our hero.
Oh, that's nice.
Wow. Man, I'm gonna have to... Go ahead, Mike.
No, that bike you could throw on top of a car.
Right.
Bike rack.
I make a couple cool bike racks.
Yeah.
I got one in my hand.
So that's true.
So here's a perfect example of a very at-home looking track, huh?
Right?
It works.
Good, looking good.
Heck yeah.
Nice
Getting
and
some
slow.
good slides up.
Getting it. But y'all got me wanting to make a like a scale helicopter.
All right, can we just look at this right now?
Nope.
What is
Mr.
that?
Vivian, this is
air
his
scoop?
new Toyota truck. Yeah, the gray part is an air scoop.
I don't want to look at it.
The
It's so good.
fuel cell is new.
Oh, that's
This
pretty dope.
car is so fire, man. Congratulations on this build. Like, I don't know why I'm congratulating you. I just love it.
It's so great. I just have no
Oh.
words.
Just so his details are so good, man.
Much amazed.
Just makes you smile.
The detail all the way to the bolts on the roll bar.
Right?
Yeah.
What is this?
What a make it RC.
Is that a gremlin?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I
Him and
believe
his
it's going on
sister
his
both
drag
have
chassis.
one.
What is that?
Yes. A gremlin?
Yeah.
It's going to be a 24th scale drag chassis and car.
Wow.
This I don't know if you've ever seen him. We shouted him out last week. Luke from Make It RC. He makes chassis kits and different setups to drift like 124th, 125th scale car. And all-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, drag racing now. All kinds of cool stuff. Ooh. What do you guys think about that?
Wow.
Nasty. Good.
Oh, that's nasty.
That's
I'm glad.
Oh my
I'm
Lanta.
glad this popped up tonight. I want to get you
Is that
guys.
an RC car?
No, it's a rendering.
Oh,
Oh,
Is that
honestly,
that Mustang, the Bozo Mustang?
those
Yeah.
side things on the back kind of look like cardboard.
Yeah, they almost look like they're like raw metal or something right now,
like rock
or
right.
gold,
or something.
like gold
Cardboard.
bronze, like the wheel color.
I love gold.
the front end kind of looks like an S2000 where there's like no fender.
Right?
It's like
Oh,
a
man.
super bird.
Super
It's a
bird.
Super Bird, huh?
Damn.
Damn, that's hard looking, man.
Nasty.
Hold on, who is this?
I should have kept that body, yo.
This guy is Yassi Design. Yassi Design. Personally, I follow this guy because his freaking stuff is just nuts, man. Some of his renderings are out of this freaking world. See if I can just. We'll do a quick
That rear
sidebar
fender-
on this guy.
That rear fender is nuts. Yeah. What is that?
Just like,
It's a
what is
Supra.
going on? Yeah, Supra wagon,
That is sick.
That's rad.
right?
What is that? What is going on the top? What is that?
It's like a crazy spoiler, man.
It looks like
What is
taillights
that?
on the top of the taillights.
Yeah, it's got like a different color on it. Like it's like an acrylic or something.
That's crazy.
Dang, dude. I thought those were taillights up there. I was like, dude,
Oh man. Oh my bad.
But just some of the like details, like I mean, man,
yeah.
I would
Ooh.
scratch.
I dig
That
it.
is sick.
Show his FJ.
Like this one too.
Oh,
I love. Sorry, Matt. We'll get there. Hold on.
oh, you're good.
Ladies.
Love the light bar
Yes.
and the engines in the back.
Oh, that's wild.
Reminds me of the SEMA convention.
Yeah.
This is SEMA of Dreams.
Look at that twin blown Pontiac
And the Mini.
wagon. Look at the Jeep and the Skyline, like off road. I love this one with like the exposed wheels. Supra. This is
Yeah,
just
that one's mad.
next level wild.
Old school, like, speedster look.
Treat me like a
Yeah.
star.
That's a Supra too.
Yeah, that's the
Man,
Unity.
I think of all the Supras I've seen, just like something about the way that they accentuated the engine in this is just incredible to me. Like I want to see it like an old school roadster, you know?
Right, with
It's a piece of
ITBs.
Yeah. And just the exposed like roof line with the roll cage too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
The Louvers.
anyways, I could go on for days with this dude. Here's the FJ.
Oh,
I really like these renderings. I wish that we could bring something back to like the drift community with them. What I mean is, would you guys not slide that FJ right there? Like if you could fit that on a drift chassis,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would buy one in 2 seconds flat.
I'd pay a stupid amount of money for it too.
Yes.
Hey, you can 3D print it.
See my
One-
240 truck hybrid thing?
Oh, you mean real life? But yeah.
I'm curious though, like, is this concept far enough away to where they wouldn't have to worry about licensing issues? What
It
do you
doesn't
guys
have. I don't think it has a Toyota badge on it.
That is true.
And
You know,
mean,
I really think that if they got these files out to, you know, because these guys that are rendering them, they're building them as a shell, and so like
Yeah.
it's a lot easier to like not have to worry about making sure you're filling all your holes. But like, if they gave these files to somebody that was intent onto 3D printing them, like they're raw files you can deal with. It's just
Yeah.
how they post them on other sites. It's hard to play with this.
I got you.
They kind of remind me of like Rocket League cars,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
you know, and they're just kind of there's no sponsorship.
No limits.
Elliot, look at this one.
Yes.
it's away with using cars.
Yes. See, that makes me like want to put super wide fender flares on my Mark One that I have printed up. Like I need to. Like there's too much wheel sticking out anyway.
Yeah, you need to for sure.
I
Ooh,
think
and
this
look-
one was my favorite. This twin turbo
Yeah.
freaking van.
Original O'Connell line.
Is that the Ford?
Yeah.
That's
Sick.
I'm digging it.
Was that a Datsun or an old Caddy? That orange truck. Yes.
Looks like a
That
Datsun.
thing.
Yeah, Toyota. No, that's not a Datsun. Dude.
It keeps going blurry and not blurry. It like blends in and out for me.
All right. Anyway, Yassi Design, man. I think if we could get some of these to be some RC cars, man, I would be such a happy guy.
Madness.
Pinstriping. Nice. Damn, that thing is super detailed. I like those lights. The exhaust.
Is that like a flat white or pearl? It's almost pearl.
Yeah, I can't really tell in this picture. I can kind of see something here, but
Yeah,
Semi-gloss or
like it almost looks like he painted it outside.
I'm thinking it pearl because the wheels look like true white and they're definitely a different shade.
Yeah.
But I may be wrong. It looks awesome. I want it. All kinds of pinstriping. Ooh, J Concepts S10.
Yo. What?
Any of you guys like drag racing out there?
I've been thinking
Drop
about
us a
making my.
comment.
Been thinking about making my short course truck into a drag truck.
Yeah, but
You should, Matt. Go ahead, Mike. Sorry.
no, I was saying we got a drag group in town. You know, it's a pretty big group too.
Are you talking
Yeah, they
about
just
that
had a big meet out there.
That RC drag talk?
Something like
I
that.
think it is them, actually. Yeah, I think he is in
Yeah.
Vegas, if I remember correctly.
They just had a race worth some big money. Like, someone walked away with a couple G. It was like, dang. What's up?
That was like a no prep comp. People
Yeah.
from neighboring states came over, and I think they threw that just for fun, and then all of a sudden everybody showed up.
Yeah,
That's so
a couple
rad.
of the guys from our Colorado chapter went out to it and drove in it. Said it was a blast, and our local chapter is getting big this year, so I'm excited to see. Matt, slip on some ice for me, bro.
I mean, I gotta find it first.
Slick little tech decks,
What?
legit wood board.
Good old plank.
I was gonna say.
Yo, can I borrow the skate shop for the
Buttered
track until
toast.
we open Scale Science again?
Ruben, ask Colin. I'm
He
down.
has
That's
it?
cool with me.
No,
No,
it's
it's
my
Colin's
skate
though.
track.
I can't give it away. It's not mine.
No, my skate shop, the one that I made, the little black one, dude.
Oh, skate shop. Sorry. Yeah, absolutely. My bad.
You're good.
Man.
I wanted to make
Look
them, but I
at
don't have
that.
a motivation.
All right, that's good looking. All right, guys. I think that's gonna. We'll finish it out with Vertex tonight.
Bah.
Getting sideways.
Wish I was doing the same. Wah wah wah.
Wah.
All right, guys. That is gonna conclude our 5-minute Instagram scroll tonight. Thanks for coming along. I just want to throw out anyone watching still. We're gonna move to questions. So, guests, do you guys have any questions for Mike or anyone out there watching live? Do you have any questions for Mike right now?
They're all like, "Who's that guy?"
So I'll kick it off for us real quick. Like last night, Randall is our local guy that got one of the Rhino Maxes. So they were kind of talking to each other about tuning and making some benchmark comparisons. So we know we got some stuff that we want to tweak on Randall's now to make it even better than it already has been, you know?
Yeah, switch to the D plate on the servo horn, and then I gotta know like fool with the position of the servo. I guess basically that's what you were saying, right, Mike?
Yeah, just you gotta check your turnbuckle links and then figure out which hole you're using on the knuckles. You know, once we figure, match the two, I think we can get yours going. Get your angle that you're looking for.
Yeah, because I've seen yours. You got like the full 90-degree angle. That was wild.
I get that angle.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, buddy.
You guys ever seen mine? And the E brake?
What?
I just want to say I love that chassis. I've been watching it on Facebook now for a while. It's insane. I love what you're doing with it. I wish I was that creative, man. It's badass for sure. Oh, sorry, it's super killer.
Yeah, this has been a fun project for sure, man. Yeah, when I started doing the FPV, I was like, man, I need to try that head tracking and figure out how that works, and incorporate that in a drift car. And yeah, this freaking works.
How do you have them
Love
pulling the handbrake?
So it's I got a little servo underneath. I don't know if you can see it, but and there's like let me see if I can do it. Oh yeah, there's a servo. There's a lever, and the lever has a lever that goes down to the servo, and I got the servo flipped. So when I'm hitting the throttle, the lever of the servo arm actually goes back. But when I hit the brake, the lever arm goes forward and makes my my e-brake lever activate. So it looks like it's actually pulling.
So is the e-brake's actually just pushing his arm back?
Yeah. So when I hit the brake, it basically just pushes the. See the servo arm, and then when I hit the brake.
Okay, I see.
Oh,
That's awesome.
So there's like a little rubber band. That's supposed to be like a katana sword. I think I gotta paint it, but basically it's on a little rubber band to hold it, to push it, hold it back.
That's cool, man.
Man, that looks so cool.
Yeah, it was a little simple setup. And all that is just splitting off the receiver, the throttle panel with a Y splitter.
I gotcha.
Yeah, see, that's what I was
And
wondering.
then
What all you
it was
have
just
split off so far
with the gyro.
Randall and Mike, I don't know if either of you can answer this question. How does
Yeah,
Compared to the YG, I can't compare it to the E, but I can compare it to the S. I mean, it's super butter, but like I said, I need to get angle like Mike's getting. Once I can get full angle like Mike's getting, then it's over. You know, I think it'll be better than the YD2.
Yeah. How about you, Mike? Oh no.
You know what?
You there, Mike?
The Rhino Max, I feel like. Can you hear me? Hold on.
You're good.
Okay. So for me, the Rhino Max I feel it's very stable because it's very wide, and the weight is all on the motor. Is all, so all that weight is right on that rear axle, and so it gives me a lot of grip, and it just feels like a very stable car. You know, it's such a wide chassis that even with the McPherson struts, it handles different. Like I've driven YD2Es, and they're totally different night and day style chassis, but they have the Rhino is just a very smooth car out of the box. I like it. It's still running pretty much stock setting. You know, I changed the shocks. That's pretty much all I did on it. Overdose long shocks, the TRF style, and no oil actually works better.
No oil.
Okay.
I've heard a lot of guys running no oil.
What's with the no oil?
It's a great handling car. At the Super G here. Yeah, it just responds better for some reason. Like you can actually make the car just respond better. Like I don't know, with the oil, it just feels like it wants to slide out more. You know, you don't have that grip.
Okay.
You're looking for it's more just slipping. But I think with
Okay.
the when I went to no oil, it really made the handling a lot more different.
Okay.
More controllable, I feel. But it's a great
Gotcha.
car, even because this chassis actually comes with like 3 racing shocks. They're like the same exact shocks that you get on the Fantasy too.
Okay.
They're like the same exact shock. They're just 3 racing shocks. But those shocks kind of sucked because they would stick. Like they would compress, especially on the front wheel. It would compress and then it wouldn't decompress. It wouldn't come back down. Sometimes it'll just get stuck. You gotta like pump it and prime it almost to make it work again. So that's why I switched them out. But
Okay.
I can see why he went with those shocks when he made the chassis because they're cheap, easy to get.
Yeah.
So it's probably a good idea to just swap out the shocks for this car.
I got you.
So it drives good.
Okay.
YD2E drives good too, man. But
Yeah,
I don't know.
they're all good, right?
Yeah, they're all good. Depends on the driver and the tune. That's all it is.
Definitely. Got some more comments coming in,
I went to
Steven.
the Super G.
There's no oil.
Go ahead, Mike.
No, I was saying I went to the Super G 5-year comp.
Yep.
And there was like an insane number of drivers that entered, right? And second place, Tim Rhino Max. So he's like kind of like my hero.
Yeah.
Because he took second place with a Rhino Max. It was pretty cool.
Right on. Who is that? Shout him out.
Tim, forget his last name, but he's part of the Super G crew.
Tim, just Tim, your hero, right?
Yeah, Tim, my hero, buddy. My Rhino Max hero. That's where I got the idea of the no shock or no oil.
Okay. Awesome, guys. Well, we'll leave comments open for another minute or two, and then we'll start wrapping the show up. I want to give an early shout out again to RC Basement for sponsoring the show tonight, and a shout out to all of my co-hosts tonight, jumping in on the show, asking questions, giving opinions, sliding, showing us cool stuff. Special thanks to Mike, our special guest tonight. Mike, thanks for jumping on and talking with us, man. It's been a pleasure, and look forward to get you back on the show again soon.
Right on, bro. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, man. It's been a pleasure meeting all you guys.
Nice to meet you too, man.
Yeah, great to meet you, bud.
I like it.
We're taking a trip.
Come down to Vegas, man. Spend a weekend out here, man. It'll be really, really cool.
No, I would. I can speak for myself. I would love to come out to Vegas and slide with you guys. Even hit up some Super G time.
Yep.
If these guys are interested, man, let's make it happen because it would be too easy and too fun to pass up on.
Let's go, boys.
That's
and
what a
it'd
lot
be
of
better than going to the casinos. Like, I think it'd be a lot cheaper than a normal trip.
I mean, we could do that too.
Vegas.
As long as we can hit a buffet or two, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to keep that dad bod up.
Yeah, baby. Dad bod for life. Drinking my White Claws.
Blech.
Yeah, right now, our town is a ghost town. That strip is like they locked it down. There's like everything shut off, no lights. They got Metro blocking all the entrances of the strip.
Oh no!
So it's pretty good. Yeah, but hopefully
it's crazy. I hope they make a bounce back.
Don't come now.
Right, but it's cheap.
Yeah. Let you sleep outside the hotel.
Right.
Right on. All right, guys. Well, I don't see any more questions or anything coming in, so let's go ahead and wrap it up tonight. My name is Jordan, and I want to thank you guys all for tuning in to episode 3 of the Scale Science Podcast. Looking forward to Next week, we're going to have a very special guest. Vivian from SRC is going to be our special guest host. We will be going live 2 hours later than usual to compensate for the time change in South Africa. But we are going live with Vivian next week, so
10 p.m.
tune in. 10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and get a chance
past
to
my
ask
bedtime.
Vivian any kind of question that you can think of. So
I'll be
I'll
there.
be there.
I'll be there.
awesome, guys.
I'll be there.
I see Mike's going to be there checking us out with his can.
Right.
I'll
We
be
may
there,
have
for
it.
sure.
We may have a different setup next week.
Okay.
Hopefully with the ability of more
Make it fun.
people.
Cool.
So we'll get that out to whoever needs it.
Awesome. Right on. Well, thank you guys again. It's been a blast tonight. I appreciate you all,
Man, you guys
and
losing me.
have a great night.
Everybody stay safe out there.
Signing out.
Stay healthy.
Peace.
Stay safe.
Guys, thanks for having me.
Have a great night, Mike. Cheers.